Welcome to Guangzhou for the second day of round 4 of the IRB Women's Sevens World Series, where co-leaders New Zealand and Australia are both on course to add to their lead at the top of the standings. In the first of the quarter-final matchups on day 2, joint series leaders New Zealand took on France, looking to keep up their record of reaching every final this season so far. 6 converted tries in the match, including a brace from Kayla McAllister, helped the Kiwis to a comprehensive 42-7 victory in yet another semi-final appearance. A trademark sidestep from the reigning Sevens Player of the Year, unlocking the French defence for the first of her 2 tries. After producing the biggest upset on day 1 with the win over England, Fiji were looking to once again defy the odds as they took on Russia. It was the Russians who started the strongest, however, with a neat show and go from Nadezhda Kudinova providing a gap and dart through for the opening score. But midway through the second half, Fiji bounced back with a score of their own. After spreading the ball wide from a ruck, Akosita Ravato hit a gap in the Russian defence and offloaded for Yufia Savu to go over and crucially touch down underneath the posts. And with a little over a minute left on the clock, a hopeful kick over the Russian backline was gathered by Siata, and Nagasau had the presence of mind to spot a gap from 5 metres out and crash over for the winning try. Fiji through to their first semi-final. After losing their final group game against England on day 1, Australia's path to the semi-finals required a victory against a strong Spanish side. Despite not being at their best throughout the game, a first-half brace from Emma Tonegatu, including this try off the back of a deft offload from Shannon Parry, sealed a 12-5 victory for the Golden Greens. The flying winger taking her try tally to 4 for the tournament with this neat finish. The last quarter-final between Canada and England saw 2 teams still looking for their first tournament win of the series. Once again, Canada looked to their captain fantastic Jen Kish to inspire them to victory on a 4th straight semi-final appearance, as she unlocked the English defence to put in Karen Packen underneath the posts. The try put some breathing room between the 2 teams as Canada ran out winners 19 points to 10. In the first of the semi-finals, New Zealand were up against Fiji, the surprise package of the tournament so far. In very difficult conditions, it was New Zealand who took advantage of some sloppy Fijian play within their own 22 to score the game's opening try. A flighted pass ricocheted off the post and was capitalised on by Sarah Goss. Fiji learning the harsh reality that making mistakes against the Kiwis often goes punished. New Zealand added to their advantage early in the second half, but Portia Woodman once again used her quick feet to get outside the defender and go over the line. A 4th straight final appearance for the Kiwis. Australia and Canada met for the second time at the semi-final stage this season for the right to face New Zealand in the Cup final. And it was Australia who drew first blood in a tight encounter, with the ball finding its way to the electric Emily Cherry, who turned on the afterburners to wheel her way around Kayla Maleshi and score from distance. It proved to be the only score of the game as the conditions got the better of the teams on the occasion, limiting chances for points. Australia through to the Cup final to face New Zealand. The final of the 2014 Guangzhou Sevens, and a chance for New Zealand or Australia to take a crucial lead into the final leg of the women's series. After a nervy start from both teams in the pouring rain, it was New Zealand who managed to break the deadlock, taking full advantage of an extra player out wide to send Sarah Goss over to open the scoring. The Kiwis extended their lead shortly after when a sloppy Australian kick was taken at pace by Thailand Nathan Wong. Room was superbly created for captain Hriyan Emmanuel to score. The quality of handling despite the weather conditions, impressive throughout the move. Australia managed to hit back shortly before the break. Emily Cherry took the ball at pace and out-sprinted the Kiwi defence to give her team some hope. However, it was New Zealand who came out brightest in the second half. The dangerous Carla Huepa found herself in space out wide to cross the line. But the Aussies knew the game wasn't over, and captain Sharni Williams led by example, and dodging a number of tackles before touching down just over the whitewash. Game well and truly on. But the wet conditions got the better of the Australian backs, and Portia Woodman, scorer of a record 12 tries in Guangzhou, sealed the win. So, a second tournament win for New Zealand this season, and a first victory over Australia in a final. With one round of the series remaining in Amsterdam, New Zealand sit at the top on 76 points, 2 ahead of Australia. Canada round out the top 3, 10 points further back on 64.